Well, today started simple, or at least that's what I thought it would be. But of course, my soul is always in learning mode, and I just wanted to find something inspiring and something real. So, of course, I opened YouTube, and my whole feed was full of videos about faith, fame, and everything in between. And two of my favorite people popped up right away: Nick Jones and Aaron Page. They were breaking down what's really going on behind the scenes. People in Hollywood and the music industry selling their souls, and a lot of them were losing themselves. And some were even trying to come back to Jesus.
Reveal to me who you really are, God. Help me understand. Genuinely, I want to know. If you say that prayer, God will show up and he will reveal himself to you because he wants to have a relationship with you.
We would deem to be evil, demonic. We would deem it to be bad, wrong, morally wrong. But they throw these things in there subtly and they try to normalize it so that we can become accustomed to this stuff. Okay, this is Satan's plan in Hollywood, Satan's plan in the acting industry, in the movie industry, in the music industry, all of these industries. Okay, let's check this out.
I think the biggest problem in our culture is to deny that there is a demonic realm, pretend like there isn't.
So what are the hallmarks of it then?
Well, I think some things you mentioned, we see manifestations of it in ways that defy natural explanations. And I think that's probably the best way of
disorder, distraction, chaos, violence, hate, division. Maybe.
And you think if Satan were smart, which he is,
it pulled me in. I wanted to understand and to see how people could get so far from Jesus, from peace. But if you know me, you know I feel everything. And the more I watched, the heavier my feelings got. And you could see it in those celebrities' eyes, the ones that everyone calls successful, the ones that most of the world worships. But those eyes, they looked empty. Like the body's alive, but the spirit's gone quiet. After a while, even the messages started to feel off. So I stopped watching. I tuned into Guided by Joy, my channel, and I put on the Christian worship music, made myself a cup of coffee, and took my dogs outside to get some sun. The air was perfect, warm, calm, and a little bit of a breeze. I was barefoot in shorts and a tank top, letting the grass hit as much of my skin as possible. I call it solar charging, that mix of sunlight and grounding that just makes you feel connected. The lake was still, the birds were quiet, except for one tall white bird. No idea what kind, but it was stalking fish like it had all the time in the world. Everything felt alive. Time had slowed down, but nothing stopped moving. I didn't have a plan. I didn't come out there to make a video. I just wanted to be still and one with God. I wanted to quiet my mind long enough to hear whatever God wanted to say to me. And right there, I asked, God, please give me a verse. But instead of one, he gave me 3. And they all started with the letter E. Then he gave me the Numbers, chapter 4, verses 16 and 17. At first, I was like, all right, Jesus, that's a lot for one morning. But I've learned when God gives me something, I don't question it. I follow it. So, of course, my curious mind, I went and looked them up. The first one that he gave me was Ephesians chapter 4, verse 16 through 17. Now, with these verses, I like to kind of go old school. So we're going back to the original King James Version. And it states, from whom the whole body fitly joined together and compacted by that which every joint supplieth, according to the effectual working and the measure of every part, maketh increase of the body unto the edifying of itself in love. Now this next part made more sense. This I say therefore, and testify in the Lord, that ye henceforth walk not as other Gentiles walk, in the vanity of their mind. That is today. And that, right there, I felt it. It was God saying, don't get pulled into their noise. You stay connected to me, and I got you. The world is loud, but love is quiet. Every part of your life works best when it's fitly joined to the source. Then I went and searched the next one he gave me. It was Ecclesiastes chapter 4, verses 16 through 17. Verse 17 is actually chapter 5, verse 1. This is the original King James Version, which I love, but I'm not great at speaking it, so bear with me. Here it goes. There is no end of all the people, even of all that have been before them. They also that come after shall not rejoice in him. Surely this also is vanity and vexation of spirit. Keep thy foot when thou goest to the house of God, and be more ready to hear than to give the sacrifice of fools, for they consider not that they do evil. Okay, now that one, it hit different, because as I was reading it, I looked down, looking at my bare feet, sitting right there in his creation, and it hit me. I'm already in his house. That lake right there beside me, the warm air all around me, the sunlight on my skin, even in stillness, every bit of it is his. And it reminded me, we get so busy chasing meaning, trying to be heard, trying to say the right thing, when God's just really saying, be still, listen, I'm right here with you. Sometimes silence is the holiest sound you'll ever hear. So, of course, the third one I had to go look up. I was eager to know what I was going to learn. And this one sealed the deal. Ezekiel chapter 4, verses 16 through 17, King James Version. This verse says, Moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, behold, I will break the staff of bread in Jerusalem, and they shall eat bread by weight and with care, and they shall drink water by measure and with astonishment, that they may want bread and water, and be astonished with one another, and consume away for their iniquity. Okay, so I had to sit with that one, and it hit hard after a few minutes. But then suddenly, I started seeing those same faces from those videos I had watched earlier. People whom had everything, but yet they were starving, having all the bread, all of the water, and all of the applause, but yet they were still empty. And God made it so clear. This is what happens when people feed their flesh and forget their spirits. They measure what they eat, they control what they drink, but yet they forget who gives them the breath to even live. Now, I sat there for a long time just letting it all settle in. Because honestly, this morning wasn't about me learning something new. It was about God reminding me the world's starving, and the only one thing that truly fills us is Jesus. I thought about what he says in Psalm 46, verse 10. Be still and know that I am God. That's all he wanted from me that day. Not more content, not more plans, just stillness. Because stillness is obedience sometimes. So while the world starves for bread, I sat with the source, God. And I can tell you right now, peace tastes so much better than success. Purpose feels better than attention. And nothing compares to knowing your soul is full, even when your plate is empty. And of course, that brought me here to make this content. Typically, these were things that I would write down in a journal, but God called me back in January to start putting my stuff online because I love to create just as God loved to create. And I hope this resonated with you as well. And from the bottom of my heart and from my soul to yours, thank you so much for listening, watching, and joining me today. If this message spoke to your spirit, take it as your little nudge from God to slow down today. Step away from the noise, go outside, feel the ground beneath your feet, and just breathe. He's still speaking and always has been. He's just waiting for the world and for us to get quiet enough to hear him. If this video blessed you, please share it with someone who might need the reminder too. Hit the like button, drop a comment, and tell me where you find your stillness. And don't forget to follow. There's more coming that'll keep us growing together, one moment at a time. And if nobody's told you today, God loves you, I love you, and I pray you have a beautiful, peaceful, spirit-filled life. God bless you all.